Hello all, it's Lindy here, also known as Lulubelle on Facebook and Flutter by Miss on YouTube. How you all going? It's pouring rain here in Newcastle and it's been on and off, but it seems like in the afternoon it's just got a lot heavier. Our drains are even starting to overflow here. Anyway, I've come on today to show you a flip through of the July journal that is a giveaway. And here it is. It's just it's made of paper, scrapbook paper, and it has just one signature in it, and that signature's held in by just an elastic band. I haven't even put grommets in it here and threaded the elastic through, and the reason being is whoever gets to win this will get to choose whether to sew in their pages or do it properly with the elastic or leave it like it is. They can take papers out this way, they can take them out to journal, they can swap them over or add new papers, whatever you'd like to do. And you'll notice the front cover here is just very, very plain. I've also left that up to you to decorate that. I had thought of decorating it, but then I changed my mind. Thought, no, that'd be something lovely for you to do. Just have some grommets, I think they're grommets, and some seam binding to hold it together. And I'm not sure of how many pages there are. I should have counted. Over in the front, there is a fabric. It's similar to calico, but a little different, but it is fabric there. And here I've left this separate. I've just put it on a book page to make it a little bit heavier. It's up to you. I've left that. You may want to make a pocket in there and do something here, or you may want to put it on the front. I thought it went quite nice on the front, and I was intending to make it one of those flip under, flip over type things, but as I said, I've left that for you to make this your journal. As with the other journals I've done to give away, I have left spaces for you to decorate and to journal and to really make it your own. And I've said this before, it's particularly useful for people who are just beginning, but by no means do I want to exclude anyone from this giveaway. I'd love you all, if you like this journal, to put in, leave a comment, subscribe and leave a comment on my YouTube. That's the front page. I think this is Artie Maze's little ticket here. And here I've used a crackle medium. I'll probably make it a little bit thicker next time if I did that. Have a pocket here and with a journal tag in there, and that's just one I've made with mixed papers like crazy patchwork. And here a belly band. And I thought to myself, oh, I haven't done any painting in this one. But actually this is part of my painting. Not worth having, but it is part of my painting here that I've done. And I've just done another little journal tag, so that will flip up. Oh, it's caught there. Yeah. The back side, some stamping just for background. A little tag in here to journal on, and some ephemera in here. Tuck spot there, some children's book page. They always look nice, don't they? And just a little bit of journaling there. Some washi, a couple of pockets, one here and there, and some tags once again so that you can decorate and do up, and a little booklet thing. Photos. Couple of blank spaces, and my hidden paper clip with its little tag on it, little dangle, And under that hidden paper clip is just some extra papers that you can stick in or journal somewhere. And over here is a pay slip that my sister gave me, all ready for you to put stuff in, decorate, do whatever. I thought that was a great score to get one of those, or actually she gave me a couple. And that's the other side of the paper clip. I've made this into a belly band, but somewhere on YouTube they stamped out an image and then cut around it. Well, I did this on this one, and I just love it. I think it's a great idea, whoever did that. More journaling spots here. Some vintage lace on a tag that you can dress up. Music paper with some journaling spots there. And look at her peeping out. Can you see her? Peeping out and bidding you to come and reveal her. And there, isn't she lovely? And that's just a little card tucked in there. Here's some of my paper punch edging. Probably 10 years or so ago, maybe not even that long. This was all the rage in junk journals once, and so I have quite a few. I went on the hunt for them, and I still love them, and so I hope whoever wins this journal will appreciate it too. In here I've used bits of cardstock. Here's the background to this is Daphne's diary, and I've just stuck some ephemera in it. Sewed a little bit of that front fabric down here and put a little dangle. That's the back of that. I love this. I'm not sure where I purchased this, but this was one of my printables that I purchased. I think it's one of my printables that I purchased. I do purchase a lot of printables, but funnily enough, I don't make whole journals with the printables. I love them, but I only put them in here and there. I tend to like all the junky stuff. In fact, my friends say to me, Lindy, you keep all that stuff that we throw away. Look, why don't I go and buy you a little booklet, a note booklet, or a journal so you can have, and you don't have to make one of these. They completely missed the whole thing, didn't they? Anyway, let's move on. There's some more paper and with some ephemera here, and this is the flap of an envelope there, and I made this envelope in a challenge, and this envelope here I've cut out little holes, and there's some corded lace there, and here's some printables I think from Artie Mays and Tracy Fox. I think they come from there. And you can see here I've done some stenciling, light stenciling. I have to say that it really works with background, in your white backgrounds, to do that stenciling with the distressed inks. It's lovely. Inside I have another postcard here, and there's more stenciling. Some homemade paper. And here's an envelope that I've just used and cut the side and made a little tag there for you to journal in. Some crocheting. I thought I did this, but I remembered that my friend made me a whole heap of these. So yeah, Sevki made this for me. And that's the other side there. More places for you to decorate. Some time ago I made this little tag holder, and I've just put a little brown piece for you to decorate, and I made it 3-dimensional, and yeah, that was quite in my earlier days, but I've stuck it in here. I don't do a lot of 3-dimensional stuff because it does make your journal quite thick. And a little bit of my cutouts again, cutout punches. All this glittery stuff, my grandkids made this. And they love to see me use what they make me. They get in my craft room and play schools and make whole heaps of stuff when I mind them. That's a bit of back there. I love these off the Botanical Heritage Library. I love them. My son-in-law gave me this. This was an old advertisement for a Nomads Day here in Newcastle on one of the greens. I had some vellum and it was actually sort of folded and bent, but I used that in there with a little tag. And there we have the centre. Now, as I said, you can do whatever you like to bind this together, and I haven't made anything pretty or anything because I'm not sure if you're going to keep it this way. There's the greys on the green. Here's some of my tatting that I've done, and I've made that as a flip out, but whoever gets it can glue down the sides and make it a pocket. And you may have seen me doing this in one of my posts while I was driving in the truck going along, and I noticed this one here. Probably did that as it was getting dark, but anyway, it's all good. And I used some of that cut out as a stencil in this one, and some more of the green kitties. In this tuck spot that I've got, no belly band, and I've got a few in here actually, a few belly bands. I've just put some embossed paper in there so that you can use that if you wish to journal, and there's some more ephemera there. Just did some collaging there. And on here, this is the other side of the envelope, and there's some more tags in there. And if you turn it over, there's a little knitted border that my friend gave me. They give me all the little leftovers because they know I use them in my junk. A couple of pockets here with some tags. Once again, the tags are ready for you to use. And another of my punch cutouts here, butterflies. And there's some ephemera in there and a postcard. Here we have a paper bag just stuck on there, and inside it there's a couple of pretty cards and just a little bit of loading up there. Here's a little snippet with one of the ladies. And this is one of my die cuts. I have a die with this film in it, and I've glued that in, but I've left this side open so you can put your little photos in, whoever wins this, or maybe pictures, botanical pictures, or grasses or seeds, or whatever you like to do. Over here is a snippet roll made out of all my junk that I had on the table, and my nearly 4-year-old granddaughter did this. She was so excited, and she was even more excited when I told her it was in my junk journal, because they love to see them used. And I've made a flip out, and this is just from my husband's work, with a bit of Hessian. I think I've heard the English say Hessian. We call it Hessian here. Another belly band, yet another belly band. And with some ephemera there. And don't you just love maps and atlases? I do. In more places, a little bit of scrap embroidered doily there. And here is, and I just love doing this, is an envelope, a windowed envelope that I've cut down and put on a piece of my printed paper, and I've run that through and printed on the envelope. Now when you print, if it's inkjet, you'll get ink on here, and you have to wipe that off because it doesn't stay, which is a good thing because you don't really want it there. And I've just glued it up, and I've made a pocket there. So whoever gets this can put whatever they like, but I have backed it in book paper, so it's still very nice. And that's the back. There was a little strip there, I think, white strip, so I just covered that over. So that goes in No, over in here. And there's some more of that lovely, I've used 2 colours here for that distressed ink, Tim Holtz distressed ink with some stencils. So if you think, oh, what am I going to do with that white page? Yep, that's what we do. Oh, this came out when I opened that up. This is another one of those crazy patchwork papered tags. And that just goes in there, and then I fold these down. Oh, and that, here's a little glassine bag with some buttons and some things in it. I'll just leave that there for the minute. And yet, I think this is the last belly band, yet another belly band. And I've used some little tickets to extend it. And in here I've created a little book. It's like a flow book so that you can rip out pieces of paper and cardboard, and I think that's tissue box there, whatever. You can just rip that out and use those. So that just tucks nicely into that little belly band there. Yep. Some more of my punch. Now over in this page, these are only temporarily stuck in here, but this is my design, and I'll just show you how I did that. It's very simple, but I have never seen it anywhere. I was playing around one day trying to be creative using the book pages. I'll never be creative as Patricia. And there's the last of my pages. So if you like this book and it appeals to you and you can see potential in making it yours, then please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. Now you can't leave a comment if you want to be in the running for this in Facebook, because I believe there's a new system where you can just get the random lottery win thing to look through all the comments on YouTube. So if you wish to be in the draw for this, please leave a comment in YouTube for that. Now, let me show you what I did. I just got my book paper. This is not book paper, but I've just created this to show you. I've just got my book paper and glued it a couple of pages together, and then I folded in the edges like that. Now I haven't glued them down. All I've done is use the sewing machine and stitched across, right across the top, catching those 2 pieces in, and done the same likewise here. And stitch them across there with the machine. I guess if you didn't have a machine, you could just glue those top pieces down. And what I thought it was good for was if you were learning Bible verses, these little cards, they're intended to go in and out. So I think, no, this is the way it goes. So you imagine that that's sewn down. You put one side in, and then you just lift that up and put that in. Oh, I picked up the wrong one, sorry. You just put that in like that, lift it up, and put that in there. And it'll slide up and down. See that? Now you can put things you're learning. This is probably a little bit narrow. You see this one here is really quite wide. Let me show you. Gotta lift that up. Oh, it doesn't like coming out underneath those. So that's your Bible verse. And if you wanted next week to learn another one, you just make some more cards and maybe have a pocket here with your cards in it. And then you just slip that under there, just roll it up and slide it under there. Now these are only temporarily stuck in, these ones here, because you can take them off. They're just with a bit of washi tape. Or likewise, you can put your photos in, whatever you choose to do. So I thought that was a great idea, and certainly that can be expanded on. Anyway, that's it. I did film this yesterday, and the grandkids were here, and Poppy was minding them in the lounge room, and they were screaming, running up and down the house screaming. So I had to do it again today, and now the noise is just the rain that's falling down. But I hope you have a lovely week. I'm going to draw this next Sunday evening, so please subscribe and leave a comment. And for all those people who have already subscribed, thank you. I'm not aiming to be famous or anything else. I just love to make these journals and to give them away, and this is a great platform to do that, because I know that if people aren't particularly fond of the journal, then they won't apply. So yeah, have a lovely evening, enjoy the rain, and I'll see you next week. Cheerio for now.